from the east side of Cleveland to the west side. First of all, imagine that. I was pleased to be hired to work as a leasing consultant at an upscale apartment community in Brecksville. Our property manager came into the office usually once a day for an hour or two. He would walk into the office with a nearly visible dark cloud over his head. He was always stressed about one thing or another. He used to sit at his desk and rub the top of his head, so much that I feared he might rub off his hair. And I think he did. If you looked curmudgeon up in the dictionary, you'd likely find his picture. I used to drive to work on a very short commute, but I would say this mantra: you will not take away my joy. You will not take away my joy. You will not take away my joy. And I would continue on the short trip repeating the mantra, emphasizing different words of the sentence. Since he was preoccupied with the budget and costly requests and projects, I usually heard from him if there was something wrong or something he didn't like. So I started giving myself my own private job reviews. I was always challenged by the distraught resident who would show up angry about something that needed repaired, replaced, or repainted, or whatever. One day a couple came into the office scowling and began their verbal interaction with me with loud and angry voices. I invited them to sit down. I got out my steno pad and started taking notes. I listened, occasionally asking questions, but mostly I listened. The more I listened, the softer their voices became. The more notes I took, the more cordial they became. My goal was to have this disgruntled resident leave the office with smiles on their faces. I was successful, but there was no one there to witness my accomplishment. Thus began my job reviews given by myself. My inside voice said, "Wow, that was really good. They were threatening to move out, and you were able to get them to renew their lease for 2 years. Good job, SJ. You done good." This self-care done with self-love increased my confidence in doing my job. I did not need to wait for someone else to commend me. I could do it myself. In my next job, I was hired as the office manager, or as the director told me, just be the mom and take care of whatever anybody needs. Now, there were a few times I wanted to send a couple people to the corner. But I don't think that was in my job description. One day, a coworker arrives at my desk saying, "I am just so stupid. I jammed the printer again. Can you help me?" I asked, "So if I jammed the printer, would you come over here and call me stupid?" "Oh, no, I'd never call you stupid." "Well, if you wouldn't call me stupid, why are you saying that to yourself? You're not stupid. You have had an undesirable occurrence in your life. You may have made a mistake, but you are not stupid. You are human." Our inner voices, you know, that little voice inside your head that comments on all your actions or inactions, you might hear it use adjectives such as stupid, I failed a test. You procrastinate all the time. Ugly, Why don't you spend more time fixing your hair? You're hopeless. You'll never get that degree. Incompetent, loser, etc. Well, you just keep check on that little voice and keep it in line. Don't let that little voice take away your joy. Tell that little voice that it is wrong. Then edit the comments and replace those negative words with some positive ones. Do not let that little inside voice take away your joy. In the morning, get up, look in the mirror, give yourself a high five. Rock what you got. And for any Saturday Night Live fans, remember the words of Stuart Smalley. You are good enough, you are smart enough, and doggone it, people like you. And don't you forget it.